In 2017, we rented a camper van for my birthday and we honestly fell in love with it. It was like love at first sight. One day we just went and saw Beluga and he was just like, let's do it. Let's just build this thing. And honestly, it
That's
was
right.
also the fact that it gave us so much freedom.
So the cost of the van by itself, it was like completely empty, and it cost us 26,000. We
26,000.
bought it from a dealership. I think we got a good deal. It's a 2015. It had 25,000 miles at the time. We ended up spending, I'd say, between 18 to 20,000. That's of course including all the waste.
Yeah, it's a lot of
from
weight.
from all the things that I didn't know how to do, and I had to go buy it back and repurchase.
46, 48,000, I would say.
Yeah, our budget to build it inside was 15,000. So of course we went a little bit over,
Yeah.
as
But we
everybody
really,
else.
yeah, but we wanted to kind of be comfortable too. We wanted to have everything that we need. We didn't want to miss out on something that, that we really wanted. 90% we built this van, so
Yeah.
ourselves. And then the other 10% we just kind of hire. But most of it was us. Hi guys, my name is Stephanie and this is my husband Alejandro.
And behind us we have our 2015 Ford Transit High Roof Extended, which we've named.
Beluga, welcome to our tiny home.
So outside we went ahead and installed 4 solar panels, which is equivalent to 400 watts of solar. We also added the max air fan, to just kind of like help us out during those not so warm days. We also installed the AC, because we're from Florida, and with 2 large dogs, especially huskies, we needed to make sure that they were covered, that we weren't like having a super hot van with them inside. Even for us, we like comfort, so
Yeah.
we just went ahead and added it.
So here we have our Magic Chef mini refrigerator. We decided to go with the size mainly because of that it came with the freezer, and it's 120 volts and it's powered by the solar. We have the induction stove. We wanted to do the electrical, but then after being here for a few months, we kind of regret that decision because we would have liked to kind of go with the gas stove instead. We didn't want to carry any propane in the van, so we kind of stayed away from that. We are careful when we're using this, and we're making sure that we're not draining the battery by using this. It doesn't take up as much, it doesn't consume as much energy as you would think, but if you use it a lot throughout the day, it does. But so we're very careful when we're actually using the electric stove because it is solar. It is powered by the solar batteries as well. And then here we have our sink. We wanted this the depth of the sink, because we wanted to stack as many dishes as possible. We don't actually have that many dishes in here, but sometimes when I do cook a lot, I put a lot of like the pot and the stove, and so yeah. So we like the depth of the sink, and it has a pull down sprayer, which we love. I do use it a lot to kind of clean the sink because it can get dirty with all the food that goes in it. And in here we have our spices or condiments, peanut butter, pasta sauce, and all that good stuff. And in here, this is the microwave. Originally we were not gonna get a microwave, but then we decided we needed to because I wasn't gonna be heating up everything on the stove, and it has come handy when we have leftovers, and I also meal prep, so I just throw everything in there and just go, so it comes pretty handy when we need it. And then this is our hammock. I love this hammock. We didn't have one. We have fruits like everywhere in here, and I told Alejandro that I wasn't gonna have this mess in here, so we decided to get the hammock and put all the fruits in there, which is awesome because I love that thing. In here we have our cooking utensils, and then in here we have our toiletries, and then in here we have like plugs and chargers and a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what's in here. I let my husband handle that. And then in here we have cleaning supplies and our trash bin, which I'm cleaning most of the time in here because I'm a clean freak. So, and this is pretty much my favorite place of the van because this is like where I am the most. I love cooking, and I've learned how to cook in this van, and I actually cook here more than I did in our own home. So like, I don't know, it's just the vibe and it's different, and I think it's just this togetherness of it. We're always here, so like it's just really nice to have it. And then I run this whole kitchen. Like, Alejandro will never know where anything is. You ask him where the salt and pepper is, he wouldn't know where it is. He has no idea where anything is in this kitchen. I run this kitchen. He can't touch it. I'm kidding. We recently added this barn door. It's a DIY barn door. We originally had plain white doors, and I just felt like this part was a little dead, so I told Alejandro that we needed to change it up for something else, and he decided to build this barn door, and it's awesome, and it slides really beautifully. Ta-da! And then, so for the closet, we wanted to have kind of like divisions. So I had my portion and he has his portion, and then we had like a little extra space for other stuff. So in here we have all of our bed stuff, like comforter, bed sheets, pillows. We have everything in here for the bed. So, and then in here we have, this is Alejandro's part of the closet. We decided to use containers to separate the clothes and kind of do like a Marie Kondo style folding, so we have like space and we can fit as much as we could inside this little tiny space. This is my part of the closet. Obviously I have the larger portion because I am a girl and I have a lot of clothes. And then we also wanted to hang some of our jackets. We didn't want to store them, so in here we have some of our jackets, and I have my little jewelry storage. And then in here I have some more toiletry. He didn't know about this little stash here. I found it, and then I just put my stuff in there. I'm just taking over this van, and then he doesn't even know. But yeah, and this is pretty much our closet.
Down here we have our electrical system. We wanted to isolate it pretty much from the rest of the van in case of any water leaks or anything. But we went ahead and added 3 200 amp hour batteries for a total of 600 amp hours. These are gel deep cycle batteries, so we can only use 50% of those 600, so it's actually 300. But we find it to be enough for what we do on a day-to-day basis. We probably calculate that we can go, about 3 days running it without any issues, without being hooked to anything or getting any solar. We went ahead and added a 2000 watt inverter because we needed to power 120 volt appliances. So that's what we used to convert 12 volts into 120 volts. We have our solar, of course, on the top that pretty much keeps these batteries charged. So here we have our bathroom, and that was like our main priority between Steph and I when we decided to convert a van. We always said like we need to have a bathroom. We didn't want to open any holes in the van on the outside, so we went ahead and put the toilet facing inside, and this is where we fill up the fresh water tank for the toilet so that we can then flush. And down here is where we actually have our black water tank, which is kind of like a cassette, they call it, and then it just holds like, I would say, 4 to 5 gallons, and it's really easy to just take out and dump. We have our soap dispenser on this side. This was a cool feature that I kept seeing in hotels and I didn't know what it was. And then I wanted like a way for us to hang wet clothes here whenever we came out of like the beach or lake or whatever. And so I came across this little rope here. I don't even know the name of it, but you just move it and attach it to the other side of the wall and kind of like tighten up a little, and you can just put your swimsuits and stuff over there.
So for this part of the van, we have like a dining area, work office, bed conversion. We wanted to separate work and downtime in this area because we didn't want to feel like we always had the bed, and we always wanted to feel productive during the daytime. So in the morning we undo the bed and set it up this way to have like an office or like a dining area, and then at night we put this down and make the bed. So we do that Monday through Friday just to make sure that we feel productive during the day, and then at night we can just kind of relax and lay back. This is a memory foam that we got from Amazon, and it's a 6-inch, and the covers were, we had them made locally in our hometown, so they work pretty great, and then we get to actually take them out and then take them to the washer, and we kind of wash them. We wash them often, so they hold up pretty well. And then in here we have our cupboards. In here we have, so this is kind of like an extension to the kitchen, and we have some food, some Tupperware, some grains, all that good stuff. And then this one is a particular cupboard because it has an RFID lock in it, so you need like a card to open it. Mainly we did that because he has camera gear here, important documents, and other personal stuff that we wanted to keep safe. And then in here I have more clothes. I feel like I brought too much clothes honestly, and I'll probably donate as I go. Just we didn't know I wasn't sure what we were getting into, and I kind of wanted to be ready for all seasons, and I wanted to make sure I had everything I needed. But now I feel like I have a little too much clothing, so I'm just probably gonna get rid of some of it. And then in here we have all things dog related, extra towels, their medicine, toys, treats, an emergency kit, and then other good stuff in here. And then recently we installed this bookshelves. It was like an empty wall, and we wanted to add a little flair to the van, so we bought this off Etsy, and then we put our books there. It kind of serves as our nightstand as well, so when we lay here we kind of have our books, and or we journal, or we put our phones. And then also like the window shelves that we have here, we use them also to put like our water bottles at night or anything else that we need to charge during the night.
As far as the air heater, that was one of our latest additions. I want to say we added that during our test phase right before hitting the road. It's a 2 kilowatt air heater that we install on this side of the van that runs on diesel, and this is where the air comes out of, and it's actually pretty nice.
So here we have storage underneath our sofa couch, and then in here we have actually an RFID lock because we do have a generator here, and we have our backpacks and camping gear, and we want to keep the generator safe, so you need a card to actually open this. And then in here we have food, we have more cleaning supplies, we have my air fryer, my Instant Pot, and we have also our camping stove, and we have other stuff in there, a bunch of stuff in there actually. And then in here we have our hamper, we have our air heater, our water heater, which we'll talk about that later. And then we also have, our toolbox as well. And then in this one we have our 30-gallon water tank that we use for our shower, and we also have like camping gear and all the other good stuff. Here we have an outside shower. We wanted to have this to anytime we go outside, or anytime we need to rinse off, we can rinse off outside, or we can rinse off the dog. So we just installed it for that purpose. In here we have some more storage. We have books, notes, and just a little miscellaneous stuff in here. But yeah, this is kind of like where I keep my books. I have books all over the van, kind of hidden in places that Alejandro doesn't know. This is one of those places I took over as well. He actually got me a Kindle that is here because he said I was carrying too many books in the van. So this is my little stash here of books and other stuff. You don't need a lot of things to be happy and joyful. I think you can live in a van like this and still have a happy life. I mean, you're making more space for things. Honestly, it's a simplistic lifestyle. It's very minimalist, and that's kind of what we wanted. We wanted a very simple lifestyle. It's so nice to just kind of travel around and move around, and We wanted to collect memories as we go and not things. So for us, that was very important to have a life filled with adventures. It's been great so far. We love it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you guys want to follow our adventure, you can follow Beluga Plus the Luggage, as well as my personal Instagram, Steph Off the Grid, and
Alejo Cangrejo.
which means crab. Don't even ask.